give me the opportunity to be heard, you know, in a positive light, or just in a fair light. I remember one day coming from the studio at 6 o'clock in the morning and pulling over on the highway. We like 4 cars, you know, just to watch the sunrise. And it was at that point that I fell in love with God. This has to be God's country, you know, because I'd never seen anything as beautiful as that sunrise. Then I met the devil in God's country. It's not so much who, it's what, you know, what happens and the things that the devil does. It's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. You know, you can't call one person the devil. You know, you can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil, you know? And, you know, it's through all these hardships that I realized that, you know what? This is God's country because I met the devil here. Because if I hadn't met the devil here, I wouldn't realize I was strong enough to overcome the obstacles that the devil would place in my path. And it's by overcoming these obstacles that I realized that this is God's country. Because he helped me get over these obstacles. He helped me get over these hurdles. I'm not looking back.
When you think back on this whole thing, what went wrong in yours? How did you end up getting in so much trouble? Was there too much temptation here, or what?
I actually didn't get in any trouble. I was never arrested at the scene of any crime. You know, the police came and arrested me for something. You know, it was always, let's get an arrest warrant for this guy. We're all God's children, and I do pray for that man. You know, as I pray for everyone else. You know, whether I know you or not, I pray for my friends, family, loved ones, and as well as my enemies every night. You know, because we're all God's children. We're all God's children, and we all deserve the same grace. Real is sometimes negative, as well as positive. But it's real, and it needs to be. It needs to be, yes. But I haven't been through what I've been through for nothing, you know? I've been through what I've been through to stop you from going through, to be able to tell you about it, so that way you won't have to experiment to know what it's about, you know? I came here to meet somebody. Don't know who it was, but I'll know when I see him. And I came here to give him a message. I came here to give him the word. That's why I'm here. Regardless of what it looks like, you know, regardless of what people think, that's why I'm here. I came here to meet somebody and tell them about the glory of God. The gospel according to X. You know, music, movies, speaking to people, you know. Positive advice. You know, I try to get them to look into themselves to see what they're good at, because we all have a talent. So I try to get them to look into themselves, and I try to explain to them, you don't have to do that, because there's no such thing as an old drug dealer. You know, there's no old players. You know, there's no old gangsters. You know, so I give them something to think about. You know, and there's so many other things that you can do. But you know, people do what they want to do, and I'm not their father, so I just tell them, you know, the best thing I can tell them at that particular time and hope they get into it, you know. But I always tell them that Jesus loves them.